right, back with a little extra little segment. No, it's a little extra installment of the Hoodie and the Headband featuring ML. It's part 2. No, part 1 was pretty good. Talked about a lot. Talked about playoffs and stuff, but as you see by the title and you see by the attire, we ain't here for that. We ain't here for that. Let me get mine out the closet. Hold on, let me follow suit.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, shout out Coach Reese. That's my daddy's alma mater. Shout out Coach Reese. Brenda, I like her antics.
Brenda's funny. Brenda, a real one.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes, sir. Gotta get right. But
something told me not to wear that shit today.
You want to be 20? You want to be gang?
We look like 3 orange Teletubbies in this motherfucker, man.
Hey, man.
But nah, man. Don't know why we here, man. ML said when Haley Van Lith commits to LSU, you got to bring me on. So, hey, man, the landscape has been changed. We're still waiting on one more big domino to fall. But until then, the biggest signing to date is Haley Van Lith going to LSU to not, I don't want to say replace, but to take Alexis Morris's spot in the lineup. So,
it's crazy.
What are y'all's thoughts on her choosing LSU?
Mel, you want to take the lead on this one?
No, I'm gonna follow you, brother.
Okay, cool. So, I think of how whenever so we all talked about how transfer portal was going crazy this year. You know, we seen Celeste Taylor, she going to Ohio State. Cheyenne Wilson going to Miami now. Lauren Betts is at UCLA. Like, we seen like big names go to Tahina Powell's in South Carolina. Like, we seeing big names go to different places, like being in like this is the biggest the transfer portal has been. So everybody's like, oh my gosh, it's gonna happen. And then like Haley Van Lith, she was one of the big names. Everybody's like, whoa, Anissa Morrow, whoa, you know. And as soon as like it happened, I thought of the Lexi Brown tweet where she was like, could we see super teams in college basketball? I mean, yeah, we had, the legendary squads like the UConn squads, or, like you had the South Carolina squad that just went to the draft this past year. Like, we've seen well-constructed teams or teams with like 5 All-Americans or 4, whatever the case is. But we've never seen nothing like this where one of the best guards in the country, and well, I mean, obviously because it wasn't permitted because of the transfer rules from, olden times. But now that the transfer portal is allowing kids to transfer like free agency, basically. Let the kids go where they want to go. Like Angel Reese, she was the biggest transfer in the portal last year. Haley Van Lith, biggest transfer of the portal this year. And they ain't Baton Rouge.
The last 2 champions have had a major transfer. Camila Cardoso in 2022, and then this year with Angel Reese. So this year, another team is going to win. How will the transfer portal affect that? Will it be a team that hasn't touched the transfer portal and is just hoping to stay healthy? UConn? Will it be LSU that's trying to build a super team? Will South Carolina be like, hey, we still here. This is still ours? Will Iowa? No. They ain't added nobody. I thought at least 1 or 2 players would go.
I thought somebody would have joined Caitlin, man. I thought somebody would have linked up with Caitlin, dog.
Them boys ain't trying to go to Iowa, man. Them boys ain't trying to go to Iowa, man. They're like, girl, if you played somewhere else, if you played in California or something, we with you, but I'm not going to Iowa, bro.
Yeah, nah. And I respect Kayla for not transferring either. I respect that.
Yeah, a lot of people expect her to transfer, and I don't see why she would.
I respect it. I mean, I don't know. I've always respected people that stuck around with their teams that weren't the type that switch team to team or whatever. I respected that more. Bro, we just got finished talking about Adam Silver's NBA, dog. You know why I
That's crazy.
You know why
That's great. This man said, I respect people that stay with their teams. And you don't do that. You've been a fan of 4 different NBA teams, and you talking about a person that stays with their team? Crazy. So you didn't grow up as a Knicks and then a Heat fan, or Heat and the Knicks.
Never a Knicks fan. Don't put that on me. I was never a Knicks fan.
You said you was a Knicks fan because of your dad. Then you went to D-Wade.
Listen, I was
and
born.
Then you went to Boston.
I was born. I had no choice.
I had a choice.
I had no choice, but when I started watching basketball, I said, "Oh, D-Wade, I want that jersey. Let me get that D-Wade jersey in first grade."
Then 3. Then 3 teams. That's still a lot of teams.
And I liked for sure. We ain't gonna talk about the second team, but yeah.
Yes, we are.
So we died.
You like, oh, Boston Celtics lover.
Who said that?
Right here.
Who said that?
You didn't call ML that in the last episode?
No. I said Boston Celtics fan. I ain't say lover.
You said I'm a lover of many teams.
Okay. Yeah, that's why I said he supports many people. I said ML is a fan of many people. That's what I said. Those are my words. And he said pause, just like just now. Said ML is a fan of many people.
But you said Boston. You said Boston Celtics something, and then he went on
Boston Celtics fan.
And he said his love for Jason Tatum.
He clarified it's because of Jason Tatum. He's supporting Jason Tatum. He said Jason Tatum go to Shanghai, he going with him.
And Bradley Kent Stevens too. Shout out Butler. That's where we at right here behind me. So where we at? Where we at on your I mean, let's
anyway, LSU. Big foe.
Yeah, man.
IU Barbie. Dog. They're ready. They're it. You know how people say like, oh, she's an it girl. They're the it team. You know, they're what's hot right now. You know, I tuned in to Angel's live whenever the news was announced. I tuned in to Angel's live and Angel was talking her ish, bro. She was like, bro, it's cool. You like, listen, everybody mad at us, but for what? We really just us. We really listen. We wasn't supposed to be here. We wasn't supposed to do this, that, and that. But they mad that we did it. They mad that we won. Like, don't be mad. Don't be mad at us. Be happy. We ain't mad for y'all. We happy when y'all win. Don't be mad when we win. She was just
how many losses did LSU have last year?
You said what?
How many losses did LSU have last year?
Then they lose like what? 3 times? 2? 1? They only lost once?
Twice.
Okay, yeah. I know that.
And who did they lose to?
They lost to South Carolina, Tennessee. And then Tennessee in the SEC semifinals.
In the semifinals, right?
Tournament. Yep.
Well, you know how it is to lose in the semifinals and go win the chip 2012 in SEC. But like, your man Aubrey just put it out there, when he say it, got the drink in me going back to back. Bro, I don't see them losing. And part of it is that I thought maybe Paige and crew, and obviously Miss Fudd, shout out to her, man. I just want them to be healthy. Just get through a season healthy. Let's
please.
And I get to see them, live when they come to Indianapolis. It's ruckus. Everybody knows, like, UConn brings it, etc. And people understand the greatness. You respect the greatness. But I love that Gino and them ain't won in a long time. And honestly, for them not to even get to the Final Four, that means we're seeing so much parity. But now Kim is saying, I'm even with you. I ain't got to worry about the McDonald's All-Americans, not on accomplishments, but in terms of like present day. I will dominate the portal. The portal is mine. I will get people to come to Baton Rouge. I ain't worried about you with stores. You worry about the McDonald's All-Americans and the non-proven chicks yet. Let me go get Angel. Let me build up around her. Let me go get my girl. Let me go get AM. And you know what? Everything that she went through, etc. And what HBL said that, like, listen, I would have gone to Baylor, but Kim and like followed her, etc. Like that was her first look. I mean, she said that, but then felt more at home in Louisville. Now she had the opportunity. It's going to be a seamless transition. And honestly, I was worried about them because UConn is as Marlo would say, shout out to the Wire, me and Bryce. Hey, he told Chris, tell our people to go tool up. Gino said, nah, people saying that they're tooling up. If UConn's healthy, they'll be there. But they got HVL and they got somebody who can go bucket to bucket. And now and Flage a killer. Angel's a killer. Angel thinks she's the best player in college basketball. I mean, you got to have the mentality. LSU's going back to back. I just don't see how they don't. Matchups are everything. It could be a bad shooting night, but then they got everything else. They can lock in. They got a closer. They got the best double-double female in the game, period. Also has the best leader in the game. You have one of the most charismatic guards, which also matters. And then there's the pedigree. And then there comes down to Kim, and Kim's a baller. Kim's a killer coach, man. It's back-to-back, man. It's back-to-back, and they're about to have – and like I said, Kim's going into – shout out to my girl Muffet. Respect everything with Notre Dame. But we're about to – that's the Mount Rushmore, and this is no disrespect to Tara. But, well, your girl. Yeah, man, you need to – don't trip. It's Gino. Yeah, take it. I'll wait till you're done with your swig. The Mount Rushmore coaches is Gino, is Pat, is Muffet, and it's Kim. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
I don't know.
Is this for she's past Tara? Because you did it at two different schools, bro. You did it at two different schools. And she went back to the crib. She went back home and handled her business. And did she go back to back? I don't think Tara's ever done that too.
Conversation needs to be had again.
That's where I'm at, Reek. So that's the news, man.
Look.
What's your thoughts, sir?
I not mad at what's going on. I'm not mad at everybody. Hey, Haley Van Lith this and Haley Van Lith that. Haley Van Lith versus Paige Beckers. Give me Paige. Michaela Williams, a freshman who you didn't mention. Like she's one of them All-Americans that you said that they don't got. They do. AZ Fudd and her, give me AZ. We didn't get to see this matchup, but Aaliyah Edwards will give Angel Reese a run for her money. It's not going to be easy. We're going to have Ice Brady. We're going to have Nika Mule still here. And she'll play Haley Van Lith well because Haley Van Lith like to get feisty, and so does Nika. So,
chose to think about this.
Molly, Big Foe, she going to have to make them threes this year.
Big facts.
She going to have to make them.
Heard
Haley Van Lith, she going to have to do her thing. But y'all not mentioning, the reason they ended up winning that championship game is because Jasmine Carson went crazy in that first half. Went crazy. Angel Reese was in foul trouble. So if Jasmine Carson didn't go stupid, it's a whole different conversation we having right now. That's not to throw dirt. They deserve that win. They came up in the second half and they did exactly what they're supposed to do. They put them down. They put them in the dirt. Game was over. Who is taking over for LaDasia Williams? Because she was key in the Elite Eight, Final Four, and the championship game.
Oh.
Who's because Angel Reese not playing the five, so who's playing the five for them? Are they playing Samaya Smith? Are they playing Amani Bartlett, Alyssa Williams? Like, who's playing the five? That's a big piece.
But they have options. I'm not saying that everybody got to be a star, right? But they have options, and they have actually, like I said, the options of depth, but that veteran presence of being champions. We finally have somebody. We finally have in terms of UConn's roster. None of them are champions. None of them are champions. None of them have raised that trophy on Sunday. Now they moved to Sunday afternoon. By the way, that was a great move. By the way,
oh yeah,
great move. Don't put that on the thing on prime time. You ain't the Oscars. Nothing wrong with that in the afternoon. Build that up. Let's keep it in that slot. We saw that worked well. Let's keep it up. Obviously, it'll help if Caitlin do her thing again. LSU not only has the offensive mentality, but they've always had the defensive mentality. Anytime you have Kim, you're going to defense travel, but now she got into triple digits in the national championship game.
Highest.
Hey, man. South Carolina not gone. South Carolina is not done.
They're not.
South Carolina is not done.
They're not.
Tahina Powell.
Cheers, though.
She's being slept on. She's being slept on. But Tahina is like that. I'm trying to tell everybody. When next season come around, they go like, damn. I see it now. Because I'm telling you. If the draft was this year, Tahina will be taken before Haley Van Lith. I can almost assure you that. I'm telling you. Ask the draft people in the W. I've seen multiple mock drafts where Tahina was taken before Haley. So Haley is nice. I love Haley's game. I've written about Haley for years. I've been writing about her since probably like 2020, something like that when she was in high school. But Tahina, with Raven Johnson, Breezy Hall, so all the Camilla Cardoso next year as the go-to post player.
Scary.
You can't. No one's stopping them. No one stopped. And we saw LSU when they played South Carolina. It was not pretty.
No.
It wasn't pretty. And they didn't get a second game to be like, hey, okay, we figured this out. We know how to do this. Like, I'm pretty sure ML said this. If South Carolina got to the championship against LSU, South Carolina wins.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Oh, yeah. Yes. And that's because of pedigree. That's because of pedigree and the matchups that, like I said, it's tough to just say. I'm going to say that they are the favorites to go back-to-back. Obviously, you got to look at the brackets, et cetera. I mean, we're a couple missed free throws away from Utah had handled that business.
Yes.
Y'all was there.
Man.
Y'all was there. Y'all was there. And they got one of the best players in college. Well, but
they're going to be nice next year.
Yeah,
they're going to be nice. They bringing back everybody.
Yeah.
Neepkins, Jenna Johnson,
cooking.
Isabel Palmer.
Palmer's cooking. That's what's
nice.
Oh my God.
And they well coached too. That's another group. Tough.
Sleep on UCLA. Corey Close is a fantastic coach. They brought back charisma. They got Kiki Rice. They brought in Lauren Betts.
Yeah.
Gabby Hawkins. They got a squad out there. South Carolina. And we still don't know where Anissa Morrow is going. If she goes to South Carolina, this whole thing is flipped.
I think she plays in Carolina this weekend.
This whole thing is flipped.
Yeah, she's visiting.
I think she's visiting this weekend.
Yeah, she's on an original visit.
I think she visited LSU first.
Yeah.
And then she's got South Carolina and Southern California the next 2 weekends. So if she goes to South Carolina, that rebounding shit that Angel Reese be doing, Anissa Morrow right there. I'm trying to tell you, there's a reason they want her on the team.
Yeah.
They want her on the team because she can rebound just as well, if not better than Angel Reese. Because when it comes to this rebounding shit, I'm telling Anissa Morrow, she'll leave a game with 20 of them things, and you'll be like, oh yeah, that's Anissa Morrow. she's tough. I mean, I love what LSU is doing. I think it's gonna bring a lot of eyes, but there's a lot of good teams that's coming back. That's not, we can't just throw them out. Ohio State.
That's less now.
Cody McMahon, as a freshman, eliminated UConn. As a freshman, how many freshmen
impressive
can say
Tariq
I sent UConn home?
Impressive game. I mean, I would say he was tripping because she was playing good, but she was tripping because they lost. But
yeah, I don't believe that shit, man.
That was an impressive game.
But that fastest guards in the country. Like I said a couple weeks ago. Hoodie McMahon, Taylor Theory. That is a athletic core four that can play with anybody. Virginia Tech brought back everybody but 2 of the starters. I'm telling you.
I like their coach.
The parity was great. The parity was great this year, but this next coming year it's gonna be even better because it's gonna be more eyes. At Iowa, they might not have brought nobody in, but I know Hannah Stokey's gonna be better than people think. She had a lot of good moments in her freshman season. She played behind Monica. Monica played behind Megan Gustafson. Like They roll in post players. So they're going to be good. They're still going to have the shooters. Caitlin is Caitlin. Caitlin's going to get her team to at the very least the tournament. And once you get to the tournament, it's a 1-game elimination. All you got to do is be better than the other team for 1 game. That's it. So on paper, they're the favorites. But when Anissa Morrow signs, wherever she signs, if she goes to LSU, then we might as well chalk that shit up. I ain't even gonna hold you. Chalk it up to LSU. But if she goes to South Carolina,
listen, man, but never birdie
or
fly
even
the nest.
Or even a USC, if she goes and plays with Juju Watkins, Juju Watkins is different. Juju Watkins is
contender.
Juju is gonna be that next player that everybody's like, whoa. Like how they like whoa with Paige and Caitlin and Ace. Juju might be better than all of them. Juju might be better than all of them. Like by the time she gets to her junior season, everybody gonna be like, whoa. I don't know if y'all seen her high school highlights. Oh my God.
Oh no, I've been following Juju for some time.
She's been dropping 60 easily.
Yeah.
Easy 60 in California. In California, that's not easy to do. Their high school division, that CIF division is tough.
Yep.
And she be cooking out there. So that I don't know, man.
Got chills.
It's a lot of teams. It's a lot of teams out here, man. Like
a lot of teams, a lot of players. It's a great time for the sport, especially a great time for the sport.
Absolutely.
Gaming, rolling.
This is gonna be the best. This is gonna be the best W season too. I think this is gonna be the best W season of all time. I think it's gonna be the best.
Wow.
I think it is. I think the excitement from women's college basketball is gonna carry over to the W. These 2 super teams are gonna bring in eyes. And then you're going to see the other players. You're going to see the Elena Delle Donnes. Like, damn, why haven't I been paying attention to her? Nafisa Collier, why haven't I been paying attention to her? You're going to see scores like Enrique. And be like, damn, okay, she's tough. She's not really efficient, but we got some inefficient players in the NBA too, though. But there's some inefficient NBA players that motherfuckers like too. I'm just saying, she's not the most efficient. So I mean, I don't want to be disrespectful, but she gets buckets. Like nobody can say she's not a talented scorer.
But she only gets busy.
But I mean, it's a lot of good teams. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be a lot of good teams, man. It's gonna be a lot of good teams.
I can't wait.
Like UCLA is really gonna be nice. Utah, Ohio State.
I'm sorry.
What you said?
I said we talking about college, so I done jumped the gun. I said I can't wait to see Atlanta this year.
They disrespecting South Carolina.
Where they got South Carolina at?
In the way too early rankings, they got them at number 8. Behind Indiana.
Huh?
Actually, Indiana brought back everybody. So I'm not
Burger bounced.
Except for Burger. Yeah.
But still, what?
Home.
They tough though. And they well coached.
I feel like South Carolina's still a top 5 team.
100%. They definitely top 5 still.
Like, bro, Ravens gonna be a dog next year. All right.
I forgot about somebody. I forgot about it. I forgot about 2 teams. Coach Yo. She gonna be ready to go.
Ole Miss.
I'm trying to tell. Ole Miss is gonna be ready to go. They got Kennedy Todd Williams. They're gonna be ready to go. I promise.
Top 10 for sure.
And my other squad, y'all already know what I'm about to say. Shout out Neil Ivy. Them Fighting Irish.
They need help. They got
it.
I forget about Olivia Miles in the squad, man.
They got it. Hannah Hidalgo is like that.
They got to be healthy. That's been their problem the last 2 years.
They got it. Because Olivia Miles ain't going to have to do everything this year. I mean, she didn't have to do everything last year. Like Sonia Citron was there, Maddie Westbrook was there. But Hannah Hidalgo, she's a dog.
It's different though. Like, so I'm gonna put this in. I love me some Coach Ivy, no doubt about it. But man, we got to see her in the bright lights in the regional. She got to get past the round of Sweet 16.
Yep.
Get to an Elite Eight, and where you got to be on your stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we haven't seen that with her as the head coach. You know what I'm saying? Like she's been there as a player and as assistant, but it's different when you move in a chair to the left. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or a chair to the right.
She did get to a Sweet 16, and if Olivia was there, they might have got farther.
True.
They were in that first half against Maryland. They were in it.
They were.
It was that second half where it was like, you really need your point guard right now, and they didn't have it. And them foul calls was pissing me off.
Oh my gosh, man! Yo, hey, no, hold up. NCAA, y'all better fix officiating before next season start. Because this is ridiculous. Y'all here hiring Foot Locker employees to officiate y'all games, bro. Tired of this mess, man. Tired of it, man. Ain't nobody come to see y'all, Otis.
Shit whack. Facts. But man, it's gonna be a fun season. But
I can't wait.
We got some W to talk about. Training camp are here. Before I say anything, I'm gonna just say Haley Jones better be starting day one. That's all I got to say. Haley Jones better be starting day one. That's all I got to say. There ain't nobody on your backcourt that should be starting over her. Erin McDonald, I'm not hearing that. No, she beat her in the championship. Get her out of here. No, don't get her out of here. Just six woman. She could be the sixth woman. But Haley Jones, Alicia Gray, Brian Howard, that should be the three right there. Then the last two, y'all can figure out. But Haley Jones better be in that starting lineup. I'm telling you. But I'm loving the content that all of these WNBA teams are putting out, whether it be the Sydney Colson video. Oh my God, that had me in tears. And it wasn't even planned. It's just because of Sydney Colson.
Yeah.
Like, it's so perfect.
She's so damn wholesome, bro. She was super chill.
And my cut, she looked real stressed, though. The stress on her face said everything.
She just like okay.
She said, I bet y'all had the door open for everybody else. I went back and watched the video. Everybody else had the key in. They just didn't show it. They show people walking from the key card.
Yeah.
Like even Kayla George was like, I'll swipe it in. So she was like, nah, y'all left it open for everybody else. They was like, nah. But I love that she has a social media coordinator. If she got cut, like they was gonna be like, yup. And record that shit.
Imagine the social media coordinator be the one to break the news that you got cut.
Like, hey man, why they won't let me in? Why don't they want me?
You know?
Why don't they want me, man?
Like,
hey. They don't want me?
Yeah, hey, you ain't know?
You ain't gonna be here. The opposite of the Magic Johnson. Said, no, you ain't gonna be here. I'll be here, but you not. And then her seeing Asia, and Asia's like, no, hell no, please, no. It reminded me of the Michael Scott meme where it's like, oh God, no, please, no.
Right.
when Toby came back.
BS.
Yeah, I mean, Asia was like, nah, I'm not with that shit. I ain't trying to deal with this shit all season again. But man, I love the Aces, like their camaraderie. Like even last season they were the most fun team.
Oh yeah.
Off the court, they were the most fun team. They were always doing something. Them making fun of Chelsea. They making fun of Kelsey's little trophy, man. That shit had me crying,
bro.
They was like, oh, look at that little
trophy.
And then the post game after they won the championship with fucking Asia, like, oh, y'all better be out there.
Man, Usher. No. Did you see when she missed Usher? When Usher came to the practice and she missed it?
That's crazy.
She said, Usher, you better be there. I'm like, bro, Asia is a clown, bro.
He was funny, man.
Man, let's see, the Fever are doing a great job with their rookies.
Oh. Hope so, bro. Hope so, man. Can't have another. If they in the top 3 picking again, it's not good. That's not good. They got to mix.
No, I think this is the change that, especially
even though a lot of teams are gonna be like, yeah, just lose, bro, so lose that game. Bro,
I don't see playoffs for them.
I don't either. But I don't think they'll be top 3.
The crazy part in the W is it's possible because five other teams could be absolutely dog shit. You could just ball in.
Listen, remember
like the Wings last year?
Yeah. Listen, no. Remember our first year podcasting, and we would talk every week about the Fever. And Fever had a small run. We was like, they making a playoff push.
The boys lost every game. They won. They was like 1-17. They won 3 games in a row. Listen, it was damn near in the playoffs.
And it was like, they were like 2 games out of the playoffs. They went from like 12 to like, what is it? They went from like 12 to maybe 10.
Yeah.
It was like,
oh shit, they got a chance.
I was like, they won like what, 3 straight, maybe 4 straight? I don't know.
Yeah. I want Kelsey Mitchell to get her respect, man. She's got to be the most underrated player in the league. I feel like she's not been an all-star yet, which I find crazy.
Last season she had.
The season before that was great too. Like she's had I would say 3 straight seasons where she should have been an all-star, and one of them there was like no all-star game, I think. So it was understandable, but it's like, damn, like just because she in Indiana and the rest of the team has been bad, don't mean you got to punish her for being on that team. That's crazy. And I'm like, y'all can see that that it's not her. So it's not like, she's only good because they're on this. Like I said last year or the year before that, like if you replace Kelsey Mitchell with Jewel Lloyd, the Fever are no better. But we look at Jewel Lloyd as this really, really big time player. But I'm not saying she's not. I'm just saying in terms of skill, they're not that far off. But the way that W treats Kelsey Mitchell, it's like Kelsey Mitchell is just like she'll be all right. Let her do her thing out there in Indiana when nobody's paying attention. Yeah. And I say this as a person that watched a lot of Indiana games last year. Because every time we had to pick teams, I'm like, oh yeah, Indiana can win this.
Bro was like, yo,
we was hoping. He was like, man, can they get over the hump?
Bro owed me a jersey because he pick it for Indiana.
That's literally why I owe this man a jersey. That's the only reason. If I would have just went with my gut, 9 times out of 10, I'd be good. If Satu was playing, If Satu played, I picked the Wings, and I picked the Fever almost every game because I was watching them. I watched everybody, but I watched the Fever and was like, I can see growth. I can see like, all right, they're playing all the young players. The young players are having good games. It's like, damn, y'all can't give me one win. Right. And then when they do give me a win, I pick the other team to win. But they did good with the draft. They've done draft doodles of all the rookies. Aaliyah, Grace, Taylor Mikesell, LaDasia Williams, Victoria Saxton. They've done get to know you videos. And one of their questions that they asked was room temperature water or ice cold water. What are y'all thoughts?
Listen, got this out the fridge. So,
as it should.
Listen,
I'm a room temp guy.
I knew he was gonna say that.
I'm a room temp guy. I don't need no ice. I'm gonna get my water. I need it. I need it quickly in my body. I need the hydration quickly.
Listen, I don't mind room temp. If I'm waking up middle of the night, I kick the water bottle on the nightstand, because hey, sometimes you might need it. But
I need that.
I am an active person. I do like ice cold water.
I need that ice cold, man. One of them said they drink room temperature water when they work out. I was like, you're a fucking psychopath.
I'm cool with that if you talking about just like, hey, you at a restaurant and you don't want no ice sometimes. I'll go. I'm a no ice cat. But workout, you need the cold water. You know what? I'll do with some room temp water. Are you working out?
There's like if I'm working out, room temp. I said, no.
Literally the opposite.
Right?
Literally, I'm like, yo, if I'm in the house, I don't care if it's room temp, I'll drink it.
Yeah.
Oh, Jordan Poole. But yeah, that was one. And then we got the Gatorade. I think the Aces did it. So start bench cut on 3 Gatorade flavors.
Yeah. All right. So
this one was tough for me.
I ain't gonna lie. My go-to, and I might get flack for this, but that Glacier Cherry.
Fire.
That Glacier Cherry. That's A. That's A. That's the franchise.
You're the first person.
That's the franchise play. Ever since it came out, that's the franchise
They got cut.
player.
They got cut by everybody.
I know, but Glacier Cherry,
everybody said, cut the white one. Cut the white one. Everybody said that.
Glacier Cherry.
It's good though, but
I will have to bench Orange though. I'll have to bench Orange and cut Lemon Lime. Yeah, I don't touch them. I can't remember the last one I had Lemon Lime Gatorade, not by choice.
That's surprising. Oh, Draymond. What the fuck is that?
Oh!
That was terrible. I know y'all saw that layup that Draymond just shot. I mean, like 2 minutes ago, but that shit was terrible, bro. And damn, LeBron, travel.
LeBron be getting with crazy travels, though.
I mean, they called that one. You could not call that one. That was obvious.
But yeah, start Glacier Cherry.
Oh shit.
And cut Lemon Lime. Okay.
Yeah, I know I'd be behind.
Damn.
You said start Glacier Cherry, bench Orange, and then cut
Lemon
Lime.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at that. Mine, I start the light blue Gatorade.
That's a good one.
It's a difference.
Cool blue.
The dark cool blue. Yeah,
yes,
cool
sir.
blue.
That's one of the ones. That's one of the ones.
We bench Orange.
Okay.
And then we cut Fruit Punch. That should be too
I'm not
thick.
a big fan of Fruit Punch either.
Pause.
Yeah.
Pause.
Yeah, what?
I said it'd be too thick. Pause. But I don't really like Fruit Punch because it either it be caking on your teeth, your tongue be all red and shit. I don't like it. It'd be too syrupy. And I'm like, I don't like that. But I be with the G0s more than I be with the regular ones. But yeah, my start is light blue. My start is cool blue, bench Orange, cut Fruit Punch.
Ain't mad at it.
We starting Orange for sure. Big. And we bet you cool blue. We cutting with the quickness. Take the security card, take the playbook, get the Grim Reaper, Lemon Lime, bro.
Yes, get Lemon Lime up out
of
here.
Gotta go.
Lemon Lime is solid though.
Gots to go. No.
Still, you don't lemon lime in your sports drink, bro. I'm sorry. Lemon lime is for other things. Keep lemon lime in Sprite. Keep lemon lime in Sprite, Sierra Mist, Starry, whatever. Keep lemon lime in that. Don't put lemon lime in my sports drink, dog.
Mellow Yellow, not in your damn sports drink. Exactly.
Mellow Yellow is nasty word.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. That's what I was kind of comparing. I don't want none of that close by too. The lemon lime with the powder. Nah.
Did y'all see Alexis Morris's TikTok video?
No.
Nah, what was it? I saw she was
basically. She said, I was gonna mention that too. I like that they did that. I think if you see the video, like she did, I think she was doing a lot, like communicating. But basically, what she said was that women's college teams should help the players that are trying to go to the league be prepared for the league in terms of systems, the way that things are ran, what they expect from rookies, that type of thing. And everybody took it as, oh, she thinks she's gonna get cut. But she was like, we ain't even started training camp yet. So y'all talking crazy. Like, she's like, I'm not worried about what I gotta do. My coach knew what, like, some coaches know, okay, this is what W teams are expecting, like a Dawn or a Ken or a Gino. Like, oh, this is what you need to do when you go into these training camps. But there are some other ones where it's like, if you come from, no disrespect, if you come from Iowa or Indiana, you're not necessarily equipped or already coming in with knowledge. Or if you went to a Stanford, because there's also like alumni. Like if you go to Stanford, NECA comes back, all these different players, Lexi Hole, they played with Haley Jones. So she's got some Kiana Williams she played with. Like all these players can give you different outlets of to what W teams and W organizations and coaching staffs are going to look for. But I think I agree with her when she says like these players aren't equipped with, or they don't have enough knowledge of what these teams are expecting, because it's not just come out. It's not like your high school tryouts where you're just trying to do as much as you can and show how good you are. You got to show that you can fit into a system when you get to the W. It's not like, I can come out here and drop 30. Okay, but that's not what we're looking for. We already have players that can do that. We're looking for players that are going to make our team better. And then if that is a added element, then so be it. But some players will come in and they'll try to play their game but they have to adapt. And that's how some rookies end up getting cut, because they don't know exactly what they're supposed to do in terms of, I got to play this way, or I got to play like my way. And some coaches will give you that, okay, this is what they're expecting. Some won't, because they just don't know. So I think those players end up getting caught in a bad situation, because they're not accustomed to playing that way. Like, I didn't know I had to practice here and I have to communicate nonstop. I have to run. I have to do the first drill. I have to do this. I have to make sure I'm making the right play every single time. Like, maybe I don't need to take this shot. If I would take this shot in college, but I'm not going to take this shot today. That type of thing. And then sometimes you'll get too nervous and you'll do too little. So it just, it just doesn't,
Heard that.
What's up?
I said, heard that.
Yeah. I don't know. I know a lot of players like around the draft this time around. They they offered their insight, they offered their expertise, and offered their knowledge to this upcoming class, because maybe I don't know if it's because of just the sisterhood of the W, looking out for one another, or because of how special this class is, and how we're going to be talking about this class for a long time.
Yeah.
So maybe that might have something to do with it, but we have talked about how there's not a lot of prep time for the W. Like, school is still going on for some of these girls. Finals is going on. Like, some of these girls
Alexis Morris just won a championship.
Yeah. Just won a championship. Her season just wrapped up less than a month ago. A month ago today, basically, I think. Yeah. But
Yep.
Yeah, a month ago today. Season wrapped up. 2 weeks later, she's getting picked. And then now she's starting training camp. Meanwhile, you got the top draft picks in the NBA. They chilling. They not even in class. They're not going to class still. What's class? They're not going to class. Not going to. They in pre-draft workouts in sometime in the afternoon or whatever. They chilling, resting, relaxing, and then they get drafted, and then even after they get drafted, they got summer league to try to kind of prepare for it. But it's like WNBA is like, all right, cool. You still got school, whatever, but you got to get drafted. All right, cool. Word. You still got this, but we got to start our season now. And it's like just rushed. It's like, it's like you ain't got time to breathe. But so yes, it's tough for a lot. I mean, just like in any other transition, it's tough. But yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I like the fact that she spoke up about it, after her first day of training camp. She was like, she wasn't necessarily saying that she wasn't ready. She knows seeing other players, growing up with the other players or like seeing other players and their coach and their system, like, hey, this player's not going to be ready for that. They're not going to expect this. And there's not a ton. And especially, like we talked about this, I think it was last week, where if the players aren't watching, how can they get accustomed to the system and the way that the W plays if they don't watch it? So if you don't watch it and your coach isn't telling you about it,
Yeah.
when you come in, it's a rude awakening. It's not just who's the best player and can you score on this player. It's can you make the right play? Can you set a good screen? Can you box out? Can you communicate? Can you get back on defense? Can you hustle? Can you dive on the floor? All these different things that when you're the best player in your high school for 4 years, you don't have to do all those things because you're the best player. I done watched plenty of Paige Becker's documentaries where she's talking and hanging out on the side when she was in high school because she was the best player. She didn't have to. She already knew what to do. Like Jalen Green, he didn't have to do stuff. He was sitting there talking to the coaches, making fun of the coaches, all types of different stuff. When you're the best player out of high school, you don't have to do the same things. Then when you get to college, once you get to a certain point, yeah, you got to practice like everybody else, but you know, hey, I'm not going to get yelled at for taking this shot.
Yeah.
There's not going to be a negative on me for taking the shot because I'm the best player because everybody knows that I should take the shot.
Mm-hmm.
Caitlin Clark can take as many shots as she wants in a practice right now. She gets to a WNBA practice, you come out and the first shot you shoot is a half-court three, it's going to be some eyeballs. Like, obviously, they're not going to cut her, but her teammates going to be like, oh, okay. She already thinks she's the best player on the court. Like, she thinks she's better than everybody else already. And that shit is not going to fly.
No.
Because these are grown women that are trying to protect they trying to protect their money, too. They trying to protect their livelihood, protect their family, make sure they can feed their kids and feed themselves, feed their family. Like, you can't just come in here thinking that you're gonna run shit just because you're a rookie. And the same thing can be said for the vets. You can't think that they just gonna come in here and bow down because you've been here before. If they don't watch, they don't even know who the fuck you are.
Right.
Exactly.
They go like, yo, who are you?
Yeah.
Like,
they gonna look at you like, yo, you just a rookie. Like I mentioned, like in Love of Basketball. When Monica went to college, I think that she was top dog, how you know, whatever. Shorty was like, I ain't lose my spot on a rookie.
Right.
Yeah.
You think they gonna buy because you won a championship last year? We don't care about that. Win a championship with us.
Shit was different, bro. I'm telling you.
Come on, man.
It's like I don't know, man. It's just such a hard thing to do because the W is such a sisterhood, but it's also it's so competitive.
Oh yeah.
Because there's only 144 spots.
Right.
And sometimes not even that. Sometimes there's only 11 players on the team. Sometimes there's only 10 players on the team.
Yep.
Like it's a real cutthroat organization because of the lack of the other things that they have, whether it be teams or just a bunch of different things. Like it's very hard to make it in the W, and once you get there, you got to do everything you can to stay. So that means doing everything the right way. And if you don't know what the right way is, it's gonna be very hard for you to stay on that team.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like an Emily Inkster got waived.
I just thought about that, yeah.
And that's crazy. Because I thought she played pretty well last year.
I thought she did too. I thought she would have
been. They said she was dealing with a toe or foot injury or something overseas. So I'm not sure exactly what's going on, but she got picked up almost immediately by the Mystics, so she can't be that hurt. So I think they picked up. They had too many draft picks.
Yeah.
And to make it easier,
4 in this year, right?
They let somebody go. What's up?
I said they have 4 again this year, right? Or 3? I know they had multiple.
They drafted Aaliyah, Grace, Taylor, Victoria, and LaDeja. So yeah, 5.
Hey.
And they probably already had like 11 players on the roster before then. So
yeah.
It's gonna be my least favorite day almost of the entire year is cut day. Because there are so many players that should be in the league that are gonna get cut because there's just not enough spots.
Not enough spots. Yeah.
It'd be hard.
Which is why these players that are in college, you can't fault them for staying with the NIL money and to get their degree, because that's going to be just as important. Because like I said last year and the year before that, if you get cut, you either got to go assistant coach somewhere and hope that you get picked up next year. You got to go play overseas right away at 21, 22, 23, or you got to start looking for a job in your degree. And it sucks. It doesn't happen in the NBA. There's 400 and some spots where You can sit on the bench for
Look
3
down
years.
upon for staying 4 years.
You can sit on the bench for 3 years and still get a chance in that 4th year because they think you got some potential and you're 25 now.
Yeah.
But if you're 23 and you're not ready today, you're gone and you might not ever get another chance.
Yeah.
Rebecca Gardner didn't get a chance until she was what, 35?
I don't think she's 35. I think 32.
32, 30,
Relax, Reed. Relax. Chill. Ageism ass.
Yeah, but no. Enough of what we don't like and don't look forward to. Let's talk about what we are looking forward to. Let's go around. Give us
Brittany Griner.
We're looking forward to in this 2023 WNBA season.
I gave you top 3 for me, Sabrina, as a leader, and also with the expectations, and on a nightly basis or higher. She got to come through. They are, according to Vegas, you know me, I'm always on the Vegas tip. They are second in odds to win to win the championship. So interested to see how that's going to roll. How this rookie class, because some of the folks in terms of how this, like maybe some folks are saying is as strong as, I think there's actually more depth than people want to realize for this class. And I think a product. So I'm interested to see how they will fare. That's number 2 for me. But number 3, actually, I'm gonna give you 4. Just because we had the same, how is Miss Stewart going to cope with? She is not needed to do everything, but she has to bring her weight in order if they want to win a championship. So notice that hey, the ball's gonna be in Sabrina Sands a lot, but also she was one of the most gifted, if not the most gifted passer in all of in all the W actually in the world. And then lastly is what's going to go on with Becky Hammons? Is she going to get the Tehran? What's going on? Because that changes everything. That changes everything. She's one of the best leaders in all of sports. She was that as a player coach. And then she also gets to coach the best player in the W. So that has helped. But now their chemistry was good and they were hungry because getting rid of Liz was the best thing for them because all they just wanted to do was focus on hoop. That's all that mattered. All they wanted to do was hoop. That's what they wanted to do under Bill. They had to worry about the other personal questions. They just want to hoop, and that's why they want to chip. If Asia gets back-to-back, we're starting the conversations because we're going to keep going and going and going. And then she passing up. She passing up number 3 if she continue to keep handling her business over your left shoulder. But you got to go back-to-back at some time. You got to go back-to-back at some time. And there's a perfect time to do it. And they're the favorites.
They are the favorites. I'll go ahead and start that as my first point. It's my Las Vegas Aces. I'm so excited to see them. The clips that I've seen of the pick and roll between Asia and Candace Parker. Man, oh man, ooh wee. Boy. Can't wait to see the whole squad back together again. Can't wait to see Chelsea Gray play basketball again. Can't wait to see Kelsey Plum running around the whole court fast as hell, getting to the cup. Can't stop her. Can't wait for Ace of basketball. Also can't wait to see the New York Liberty as well. We're in the super team era of the WNBA now, and having two of the top 5, arguably top 3 players on the same team with Jonquel Jones and Breanna Stewart. It's insane. I don't know, man. It's gonna be a lot. And yeah, like ML said, rookie class definitely gonna be one to watch. You got Aaliyah Boston, Haley Jones, Diamond Miller, Maddie Siegrist.
Yeah, I'm talking about the rookie class. I'm just ready to see what Haley gonna do. No, let me stop. I think Aaliyah's gonna show.
We know. We know what you're worried about. We know.
Oh, you already know what I'm worried about, man. I saw somebody had Satu in this coming off the bench this year. Almost lost my shit, man. Talking about some Natasha Howard and Tierra McCowan. What the fuck are we doing, man? Send Tierra back to the bench, bro. What are we doing? Hell no, bro. With Natasha at the 5, Satu at the 4. Y'all tripping. All jokes aside, obviously I want to see my favorites play. But I want to see what players continue to take a lead, like a Satu, a Nas, a Ryan Howard. Does she take a leap? Does she put her name in that MVP conversation? How dominant are the two super teams? How long does it take for them to get some continuity? I think it'll take less time for the Aces because they're only inserting 2 players, and one of them has played with Chelsea Gray before. So it's not a ton that you have to do. And Candace Parker is a lot like KD in terms of just plugging and playing. Like you could put her in any system and she's gonna work because she's that unselfish. And she's not a player that holds the ball or keeps the ball in her hands and tries to make everything work because she's got the ball. How do Sabrina and Courtney Vandersloot counteract each other? Because they could just divide, like level each other out. Like they may not have the same type of impact, or they could have an insane impact and they could put up assist numbers like we've never seen before. How did John Quall and Brianna Stewart play on the same court at the same time? How does that work? Nafisa is back. I know she came back last year to play in Still's last games, but she's back healthy this year. She's worked from the 3-point shot. And what players surprise us? There's always some players that come up out of nowhere that we see, like Maya Caldwell last year, Rebecca Gardner last year. Some players that weren't really on the radar. Some teams are dealing with injuries, so some players have to step up, like the Maya Caldwell did for Atlanta, and she ended up playing a role in helping them get to the playoffs. Even like Crystal Bradford a couple of years ago, like how many players just surprised? Like even Lexi Holt, I would say Lexi Holt last year because a lot of people weren't expecting her to get drafted in the first round. She got drafted in the first round. I think she played pretty well last season. I think for what they asked her to do, she didn't shoot the ball great, which is what she was supposed to come in to do. But I think she played pretty good defense for her size and to be a rookie. So I'm curious to see if there's any jump with her game last year. And then again, like the rookie class, I want to see how many make a roster, how many actually get playing time. I think I think some of them are obvious, but there's a player like Zaya Cook on the Sparks get minutes. There's a player like how many players on the Fever play? Because last year they played almost all of the rookies. No, all the rookies last year. So are they going to go youth movement again? Are they going to make sure that all those players are getting ample opportunity? I don't think they'll be able to keep all 5. I think at least one will end up getting cut. Unfortunately. What do the Wings do? The Wings are always an interesting team because they're always like on the brink. They're always like right in the middle. They either lose 4 in a row or win 4 in a row. There's never a way up or way down. They're always in the middle. The Mystics, I was high on them last year. I thought they had a chance to beat the Storm. They didn't. I think they lost in 5. I think, or lost in 4. Sorry. So I'm curious to see what they do. Natasha Cloud said they got the best defense in the league. They gonna need that shit. If it's true, they gonna need it because there's 2 teams out there that's got some fucking offense for you. And I'm curious to see what they bring because they said they didn't need nothing when it came around to the draft. They said they had no team needs. They said they had everything they needed. So, I would like to see if Shakira Austin is adding anything offensively. She was great for them defensively last year. I'm sure she will be again this year. A healthy Elena Delle Donne is always a great thing. If she's healthy all season, she is my MVP pick. But that's a huge if when it comes into Elaine Delvedon. A lot of them, it's not her fault. But yeah, I mean, there's a ton I'm excited about, but it's almost 1 a.m, so I'm not gonna keep rambling on.
But yeah, nah, definitely should be a great season for women's basketball. Looking forward.
Oh yeah.
WNBA this season, then you got next season with women's college basketball. It's gonna be great basketball, great quality hoops being on full display. And we can't wait to cover it all. So y'all know what to tune into. Y'all know where to lock in at. Y'all know where to find us at. The apps is right there. We literally got it right there for you. But yeah, shout out to MF coming through once again. Holding it down for MG.
Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate y'all, my guys. Looking forward to more combos. It's gonna be a fun summer, man. It's gonna be more fun. Y'all are more than welcome. 317. We'll make sure y'all get tickets. Come see Miss Boston. I don't know who's gonna get Rookie of the Year, but we'll see. We hoping so.
Absolutely.
Playoffs. Gotta get the playoffs. Dr. Barber wants Fever in the playoffs. So let's try to make the next step. So y'all be easy. I'm so proud of y'all. All the work that y'all do. To the better ambassadors for the game of basketball, but just more importantly in terms of the W, as you know, our girl says, you know, the W is just so important beyond that, and then what y'all are doing for NCAAW. It's a joy to see y'all continue to grow. It's gonna be fun, and yeah, we think we sending y'all to Cleveland next year. It's gonna be good. So
appreciate that for sure.
All right.
For sure. But all right, I'll catch us later.
Appreciate y'all.